Hey all, Jenny Sauer here with the End User Tools Group, PPQ, supporting field ops for Gypsy Moth, and this is a bonus feature video describing and showing you a demonstration of the workflow for relocating a trap and the remove trap activity. So relocate and remove.
You may already be thinking to yourself, the first step to relocating a trap is to perform a remove trap activity. This involves a data entry on the trap activity table, as you know. Speaking of trap activities, don't forget this year, 2021, there's a new trap activity to placing a trap. Immediately following the initial data form of placing a trap, you have to perform the data entry of install in the trap activity form. Let's have a look at what it looks like to remove the trap. Here I am in the EGM trapping map, and I want to point out the training version, and EGM and AGM should behave the same, both of their maps for this workflow, but this is a training version, an exact copy of the normal data collection map, and that means that these points that I've taken here are test points. So this is all fake data at this point, just for the sake of this demo. So let's talk about removing a trap. What that does is really only record a data entry of remove. It does not remove this symbol. The first step in my workflow to relocate this trap is to remove. So I'm going to tap that symbol to select it. See, it got a little blue around it, highlighting it, and the data form opened. And then I want to open the trap activity form or table, which is done with this little link at the bottom or by scrolling up and tapping that EGM trap activity link here. Either way. And you can see, by way of reminder, the first thing that was done after placing that trap there was this activity of install. So it was installed on March 4th, and now I'm going to remove it. So I'll do that by tapping add and typing in a few bits of information on the form. The activity type is going to be remove. And I'll just put in a few things to let me know this is just a test. This is just a test. And I want to confirm this date, which right now is a bug stuck at 1899, which we know is not true. So I want to update that just by tapping today, which it didn't take. There we go. Today. And now I've got today, and today's timestamp is correct. I'm going to check that over. Activity type remove, and tap submit, just like I would any data entry. And now I've got a little dot here that says I have an edit to sync. That shows me that I have something to sync back to the main database later. So we've removed this trap officially. Its last entry is remove, but there's one more step we need to take on this trap. Because it was officially marked as a trap status of active, it's no longer active, right? So we need to update that. So the way to do that is to close our trap activity table and see here on the main data form, trap status is active. What we want to do is edit that. In order to edit, you either tap this little pencil icon or scroll up to where you have the pencil icon again with the word edit and tap that. And now all of our fields on this data form are open for editing. So we tap the field we'd like, which is trap status, change it to inactive, check over all of our fields to make sure they're accurate, and submit. And the next step now is to physically take that trap from that site, walk our way over to where we want it, and place the trap. So I'm going to say what I want to do is relocate the trap to this field. And since we're not in the field, we're cheating a little bit on this because the GPS should be helping us, but my GPS is trying to locate me in my basement. So we're going to override GPS for the sake of this demonstration. But in the field, your GPS will locate this point for you when you're in place. Instead, I'm going to hit this add button to place the trap and relocate my symbol to this field where I want it to be placed and hit update point. So now it's placed a symbol there where I want to relocate this trap to, and now I just complete this data form according to survey protocol, which I am not doing at all. I'm just hitting buttons to complete the form and indicating this is a test so that I don't get confused. And I will leave the status as active and year-round as no, and I'm just going to hit site comments as test. And then I'm going to review this and say, yeah, that looks perfect. That is where that point should be. All of these data entries are correct. Submit. But then remember, after you place a trap, the very next thing you should do while that new trap location is highlighted is add the trap activity of install, either by tapping this link button here or scrolling up and tapping this link button here. We're going to add a trap activity of install and complete the rest of the form. I'm giving it test comments. Always be sure this activity date is updated to today. Check it over one last time and submit. And there we go. We've relocated that trap with correct data entry all around. Let's recap these 4 steps to relocating a trap. First, a trap activity, remove. Second, updating the trap status to inactive from active. Third, physically move to the new location and place the trap, completing the new data form on that trap location. And finally, please don't forget, a trap activity install.